waiting for 18 more matches to complete. Probably going to go ahead and just mute my mic for a little bit. Stand up, walk around. So, yeah, I'll be back. Enjoy my chair stream.
Sending out our invitation to everyone in every nation. Don't sleep, get on the run. Stop thinking and have some fun. Stamp on the ground, jump, 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 move it all around. Tap, ta-da-do. Stamp on the ground, jump, 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 move it all around. Jumping all around. Stamp on the ground, jump, 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 move it all around. Tap, ta-da-do. Stamp on the ground.
Hey, what's going on? Polo? I don't know what we're doing here. Jason. So, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay in this tournament. Unfortunately, my record now is 1-3. So, I'm probably, I know I'm not anywhere near. I think I'm gonna play one more round. If I lose this round, I'm gonna be done. No, I didn't take a break. No, it. I I don't know. So I lost the first round of Dredge. The match that you saw, I played against Band Control, so I got them 2-0. But then again, after you jumped off, I played another Band Control list and got stopped by them. Some misplays, and then I just played against Prowess Burn, and I got the first game, but it's just how it goes, man. It's just definitely maybe it wasn't my day. Yeah, that's right. You're right. I don't know. I'm still trying to learn Magic Online, and it's definitely a different animal than actually playing in person. So. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, and I think I was telling Anthony this or Tony a little bit earlier that I think I'm gonna definitely go back to a more traditional Jund list than what this is. I like it, but I think the lands are where they need to be. Go back up to a third Ren. I think Klothys and Ashiok go back to the sideboard, and then drop in 2 Scavenging Oozes, get rid of Seasoned Pyromancer altogether. I'm not a fan of it, so and then definitely drop Huntmaster back in the sideboard. So that frees up. That'll free up 4 spots. So 2 Scavenging Oozes. I might end up leaving the Ashiok in the main, just because I like it. Yeah, you know what? I haven't thought about that. Maybe the Dampening Spheres could end up being, or maybe the Spell Bomb. I'm not sure. So maybe the Spell Bomb. I think maybe the Spell Bomb. Maybe the Spell Bomb needs to come out, because I got 2 Ashioks. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play around with this and see what I can do. But like I said, I think main board is gonna go more traditional Jund list. Just I think getting too cute with the main board is not where Jund needs to be. I think it all depends on sideboard stuff. So we'll see. You know, play around with it and see what happens. Let's see where we at. Still 6 more matches to go. So, but yeah, I mean, I like it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're right, because it takes a little while to get to, like, your Huntmaster, your Kalidas, you know, and if I can throw in 2 weathers, and yeah, if I could throw in 2 weathers and maybe even get rid of that anger and do it something like this. So 2 weathers in place of these guys, and that'll help out more, you know. Yeah, you know, I like your way of thinking, Jason. So how have you been, man? I haven't talked to you in a little bit. Been going good? Have you guys started on the renos for the house yet? Or the stuff you were planning on doing? Oh, Charles is back. Also, with a lot of 3, you struggle against control because they almost always have an answer for the first. Yeah, it's better than 3 or 4. Ugh. I saw you you had a Facebook post. What were you doing in that picture you said? It looked like something just I did not understand what you were doing there. But it looked like you were having fun with your mask on and everything. So all right, I'm gonna have to. I'll have to look at Facebook and see what you were doing there. Oh wow. Okay, that's neat. Oh, okay. I see. I see what you were doing there. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's. Oh, that had to been fun. Jeez. This is the house. This is what you were doing in the house. That's insane, man. That's a lot going on there. Ugh. Man, I feel for you because the only thing I've been doing is I'm paying somebody to freaking replace my shower floor, my shower or my master bathroom floor, because I think we told you maybe I told you last time the tiles in the master bath were loose, and so we just pulled the trigger and just had somebody come in, rip it up, put in a new system. Then we got these really nice tiles in there now, and then we were like, man, this Formica crap floor is just stupid. So we ended up what do you call it? We ended up just having the same tiles go through the rest of the master bath, and then we were looking at it. We're like, oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember you. I didn't know if you were still continuing with the project or with all the COVID stuff going on. But I mean, it's all outside, so it's not bad, right? But yeah, I mean, so we had the shower done, and then we looked at the tile. We're like, well, this looks stupid. So we just had the guy continue the tile out through the rest of the master bath. And then we're like, well, man, we're already into this. So he's finishing up. He's like got one spot to touch up today, and then he's done with the master bathroom. So we can clean it, move all of our stuff back in there from the guest bathroom. Well, then we're like, well, I got a really good tile guy. He's good. He's a little slow though. He definitely takes his time with doing it. But he's reasonably priced, and he does a good job. He really does. So I like him for that. I'll shoot his name over to you if you want, and you can reach out to him. No, just speed. No, no, just speed. He, like I said, he takes his time, so he's very methodical and very detailed with his with the way he does it. Stop. You're gonna make me laugh again. Anyway, back to your pictures. Charles, I would say don't do it in the crawl space. Do it, if you have an attic, do it in the attic. Do it through the attic. It'll be 1,000 times easier to do it that way. When I did it for my house, I did it through the attic, and it is, yeah, you're going to have to drill up through the top plate, but man, it's so much easier than having to go and crawl around in the freaking crawl space. Yeah, I don't wish that on anybody, but my recommendation would be go through the attic. You'll have a much easier time doing it. Also depending on how many drops you want to do. I think I did 3, 4. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not getting into a crawl space anytime soon. Man, these pictures are insane, Jason. That is a lot going on there. Wow. Yeah, you definitely a better man than I at that. So. Yeah, I mean most cable is run through the crawl space, but I mean you're gonna have so much easier time going up through the attic. You really will. You just get what you do is you get one of those long, and I'm pretty sure you have them, or you might, or you just go to Lowe's and they have these long, I mean they're long drill bits. They have a long pole with a drill bit on the end, and you just put in your, cut a hole for your outlet, and then snake it up through there, drill through the top plate, and then go up in the attic, pull your cable back down with it, and you're set. And then you just go from there. It's so much easier. So much easier. One more match. Like I was, Charles, what I was telling Jason is so after you jumped off, I've lost to Dredge in round 1, round 2. You guys watch me beat up on Bant Control, but I lost to Bant Control, and then I just lost again to Burn. Prowess, or Loris Burn, Prowess Burn. So, I mean, and I think I was telling Jason, my list that I have. I think there's going to be some adjustments, definitely. I was telling him I'm going to go more traditional gen list in the main board. Definitely, I want to keep the Ashiok in there. I mean, we've already had this discussion, but we could have it again. I mean, now that our new player has entered, Jason, we can. I don't know if Jason has played any or seen any results or something like that, but I think Loris is a problem right now. But as you and I were talking about earlier, Charles, I don't think it'll be a problem if they adjust the mechanic, the ruling for companion, and Oh yeah. Hey, don't get me wrong. They are completely like unrealistically expensive right now, and the set hasn't even come out in paper yet. So yeah, I could see your point of view. I could definitely see it, but again, I think it's going to be one of those situations like Hogak last summer, where other cards are going to get banned for Hogak sins, and like Bridge from Below should have never been banned. Faithless Looting got caught up into it, which, I mean, really didn't care. But it's and I have this feeling that Mistress Bobble will be caught up in Loris. Will get banned because that's the card that's getting abused right now more than anything is the freaking Mistress Bobble, and that thing's getting abused like crazy. So, the Loris Jund decks are playing 4 Bobbles. Oh yeah, what's funny is, so here, we got a couple minutes. So, as soon as I saw how bad Mistress Bobble was getting abused, I have a 4th one coming. Yeah, that's playing the MTG finance game. I got the foil baubles for $10 a piece. I spent $40. They are worth twice that, 3 times that now. And if I want to, I mean, I don't know if I'm ever going to play with Bobble, but I have them. And if I have an inkling that the freaking they're going to get banned, I'll just dump them, and I'll get my definitely get my money back and more. So we'll see. But yeah, I picked those up. I was like, ooh, this is getting ooh, I'm all right. Fine, I got them. So, all right, round five. Let's see how bad I can get punished in this round. Like I was saying, guys, if I end up losing this one too, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut my losses and drop out. But I do thank you guys for showing up and hanging around. I really do. It means a lot, and it's. I hope so, Jason. But again, I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out, spending time today. I know you guys got other things going on, other things to do, but definitely hanging out and spending time is with this whole isolation crap going on. That's awesome, Charles. That's awesome. I don't know if you wouldn't mind. I think you can host, or I can host to your channel also. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, I'm not sure how that works yet. Again, I'm still Twitch novice, so but we can host each other, and whenever you're on people that I get a notification. Yeah. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. I think that's the first time I lost a die roll today so far. Well, I mean, playing against a guy, Brain Goat, or a person named Brain Goat, so that's fun. They're still trying to decide if they want to play first, so we'll see what happens. Alright, well, I don't know what my opponent's doing. I really don't. I guess they're taking their sweet time. I don't know. I guess. I don't know what he's afraid of. I don't know. I don't know what they're afraid of, but, whatever. Well, while I'm waiting for my opponent, I will take the first half of the first part of this 4 rounds that I did so far, and I've already downloaded the video, and now I'm going to upload it to YouTube. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, they want to burn their time, that's fine. Whatever. Oh, I'm not. No, I don't. No, I'm not. Not even gonna be like, bro, what's going on? Check out my concrete burns on my shin. Well, why weren't you wearing shin pants, Jason? Come on. I mean, on your shins, not on your knees. What the hell? What were you doing on your shins, bro? Charles, they're still figuring out if they want to play first. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, and then they got a mulligan, or then they got to figure out what they want to maul. So, whatever. You know what I think it is? I think they were waiting for the next round to start, got up, left, and didn't realize that the round had started already. I mean, we're already 4 minutes in, and they're still trying to figure out if they want to play first. So, whatever. I mean, come on. I'm a newbie. I'm a newbie. But I gotta sit here. Kneeling down, the concrete soaked into my pants and was... Ugh. Oh. Ouch. Oh. Well, you didn't say there were chemical burns, man. Are they okay now? Because... Ow. Yay! I got a chance at winning! Yeah! I mean, it still doesn't count, If it wins a win, but if I ended up winning because the opponent just decided not to show up, That means I'm 2-3, still not getting anything as far as prize, but maybe I'll continue on. I don't know. But in the meantime, I'm gonna upload this video. Alright, put this on Magic Gathering Online. Yeah, I mean, getting experience is always a great thing, you know. I mean, I got the time. I'm not really doing anything else today, so. Oh. See, Jason, Charles, I don't know if you saw, but I posted on Facebook, I think last week, I went ahead and shaved my head because I was getting so sick of my hair. So I just took a pair of clippers to it and was like, I'm done. And you know what? I might end up just continuing doing this because it actually feels really good. I don't have all the hair, and I just go outside and just shave my head. Yes. I'm gonna go. I'm definitely gonna watch some of your streams. Hey, Jason, have you thought about jumping on MTGO? You can go to Mana Traders. Mine was getting that way. I couldn't stand it. But Jason, have you thought about going on Mana Traders? They have a subscription service which I'm using to rent my deck. Yeah, I mean, if you bought your deck outright from Card Hoarder, yeah, it's $230. Yeah, rent it, and then you just rent the cards for. So what they do is, I'll send you a referral link, and you take a look at it, and take a look and see what you think. Charles, I know you don't play Modern and you're not a fan of it, but if you want, I can send you a referral link also. You can take a look at it. But I know you're into Arena right now, so. But anyway, hey opponent, so glad you have not decided to show up yet. I'm hoping so, man. I'm hoping so. Well, for your sake, getting the house stuff straightened out and taken care of, because I know you've been stressing about that a little bit. So I'm hoping that gets done, and then by the time that's all done, maybe we can all go back to playing Magic again. Yeah. So you pay a monthly subscription, and then you rent. It's like $1 a tick, and then they end up, and then you rent it for, like, I think for the month I have 60,000 mana hours. So like, let's take Jason's deck as an example. So his deck is $230. So it's 230 ticks, and then every hour it minuses 230 off his mana hours. So I mean, if you play a league is a couple hours, and then you just return the cards. Just return the cards, and then that's it. And then you get, and if you continue on with the what do you call it? If you continue on with your subscription, you know, each month you get like little perks. Like you get more ticks to rent a deck. You get more mana hours. You get to roll over mana hours. So I mean, I like it. I think it's neat. You know, I might end up, once this is all over, I might end up hanging on to it just because, you know, then I don't have to, like for F&M at Final Round for Modern, I don't have to wait till, you know, oh, I should have done this definitely on Friday, and then I have to wait a whole nother week to test it out. You know, I can just jump on a Sunday when I'm not doing anything and just test out something else I want to do with the deck that I like, you know, or test out a completely new deck without having to buy freaking cards, you know. And I guess that's the way I look at it, you know, yeah. So anyway, that's the way I look at it. All right, I have this bad feeling our opponent is not even showing up. They got 14 minutes left on their timer. So I guess I'll take a win. I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Charles. Charles, I wanted to show you. So this just came in the mail today. Oh, of course they will. That's why I'm not getting up. That's why I'm enjoying talking to you guys while I'm waiting. But so I ended up ordering this online. It was $20, and so it comes with this so that I can put it into hook it into the side of my desk, and then I can put my microphone up on this, and then it's up out of the way where it's not sitting right, you know, like right now my mic is sitting, like I'm having a hard time, I keep running into it with my mouse. So, you know, it's annoying to say the least. So, yeah. So, but yeah, I got that. So now the only thing I'm missing would be like an actual webcam, you know. But I'm using I think I was telling you earlier, I was using my phone. Charles, I'll send you the link for it. Like I said, it was $20. I don't know which mic you have, which mic you use, but here, I'll show you guys real quick. So I'm using crap. So that's what I'm using, and but yeah, that just screws into that mount, and then if I'm not streaming, I can just push it out of my way, and then I don't have to. Oh, nice. So yeah, this will work out perfect for you. But either way, I'll send you a link for it. And they have either the Yeti. I have the Logitech C95. Okay. Really? Well, see, in my previous video I had, I was using the what do you call it? I was using my headset, my gaming headset, and it was all right. But it was not annoying, but it was. I'd rather be able to move around, even though it's Bluetooth. I wanted to move around a little bit, not have that thing on my head the entire hours that I was streaming. So like I said, I picked up this Blue Yeti, and I like it. I think it's neat. You know, it comes this kit comes with a pop mic filter, and then comes with a sock you can put on it. So even if I wanted to, all right, I won. Yay! Anyway, so but it comes with this stock or sock that I can put on it, even if I didn't want to use that mount. But I think I'm going to use the mount and do that. Yeah. Now, as you could tell, we're 15 minutes into the round, 16 minutes, and there's 39 more matches to go. So, yeah. I'll be sitting here for a while. Yeah. I mean, I know I'm not going to be in prize support, but you know. But again, I look at it this way. Cool, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know. Joe, last time I checked, he was playing. He was playing a lot of arena with the new set. So, but yeah, I don't think Joe's in this. I haven't seen him. I'm not sure what Joe's doing. No salt rain? What does that mean? Oh, raining salt? Alright. I don't know what I'm going to do right now because I literally got freaking forever to sit here. Talk about some more decks, I guess? I don't know. Alright, man. Nice. You guys doing the Lotus Box tournament. That's cool. When you get a second, Charles, are you going to be streaming that? Because if you are, that'd be awesome. I'd love to watch that. Let's see. Alright, so let's mess with my current paper build. Alright, so I'm going to go down to Seasoned Pyromancer, go back up these. I'm going to throw that into the side. Throw him into the side. Okay. I'm going to put in... Hang on, one. Alright, so 2 Kroxa. I like Ashiok in the main. I think I'm going to get rid of the Anger, get rid of the Spellbomb. Then 2 dampening spheres. So, Jason, you think something like this? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like that. I'm gonna have to mess with this some more. I mean, I like the idea of... Alright. Tarmogoyf, Scooge. Oops, where we're at here. Still a long way to go. Alright, so Kroxa, Tarmogoyf. Alright, there's my guys. I think unfortunately I'm gonna have to... Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go with this. I mean, I really like having Ashiok in the main board just because it's, you know, I know Ren is Ren, and so Ren in 6 is a great Planeswalker. I like Ashiok. Lilies, I mean, you can't go wrong with the Lilies. You never can. So, I don't know. I think the sideboard is what I really needed to adjust. So Klothys, a couple Plague Engineers, the Huntmaster, the Cletus, the Ashioks, you know, the Pillages. I think I'm going to go up a Pillage and down a Boil. But again, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. I'll just keep it like it is, and I can always test it out and see what happens, you know. But yeah, I mean, I like this. I like it. I like the way this looks. So. Oh, Jason, I was gonna, I know you're in and out, but, I saw this Nia Zuwak list, and I thought it was really interesting. You know, I know you're running Klothys in the main board, but this Onyx or whatever, you know, I think this is really an interesting take on the zoo list. You know, it's got a big butt, and you know, with your devotion to red, you know, it wouldn't be huge, but it creates, if any of the other creatures die, it creates a 1/1 satyr. But then it also pairs nicely with, and I know that when we went to Durham, this didn't help you out the best, but other satyrs you have can, you know, +1/+1 and have haste, which is nice. But I think this is a traditional zoo list. Except there, I don't remember if you're running 19 or 18 lands. But then I think the sideboard is a work in progress type thing. So I don't think I ever remember seeing run Thalia. Thalia's a tenant. Or Thalia. But I mean, it's a great card against burn, you know. Then you got Magus, you know, in your paths, Dismember, that's everything. I don't know. I thought it was a neat list, just something to check out. I think the next one I'm going to play is this 5-color Elementals deck with Kahira. I believe that's how you say it. You know, yeah, the companion mechanic is nice. But I really like this, you know, Elementals, Cats, Dinosaurs, Nightmare Beast, that you control gain +1/+1 in Vigilance, which is great. That's outstanding. I don't know about having it in the sideboard as the companion. Because it doesn't pair well with, because you can't use the companion mechanic. Well, no, because you can, because it's a cat and it's a beast. Okay, I guess you can. So you actually can use it then as the companion. So, all right. It was definitely a slim down, you know. Smoke Breeders. It's got the 4 Lightning Stormkins, which is cool. 4 Boys, Fulminator. Of course, Skelly Melly. Risen Reefs, Vesper Larks, Omnath, Scampering Scorcher. You know, I really dig this list, and I think I'm going to run it here the next time I do a league on stream. You know, there's some lists in here that I'm tinkering with. You know, I normally don't play a like a prison deck or something like that, but this one just caught my eye, and I think it's really neat. Let's check these guys real quick. Still 16 matches to go. So the whole thing with this is, so you have Luca or Laka or whatever. You know, it has a +1, it has a -7 or an ultimate. But this is what we're most concerned about, which is this -2 ability. Exile target creature you control, then reveal the cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card with a higher converted mana cost. Put that card on the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. Cool. Alright, well, what does that get? Well, it gets the only creature in the entire deck, which is Emrakul. That's it. It's one creature in the entire deck, and that's Emrakul. Well then, how do you get to use Luca's ability if you only have one creature? Well, you have this Outlaw's Merriment, which at the beginning of your upkeep, choose one card at random, create a red and white creature token with with those characteristics. It's a 3/1 human, 2/1 human cleric, or 1/2 human rogue. You sacrifice this. You down tick Luca to 2, sacrifice, get your Emrakul, done. Game over. But then you lock them out, with Nahiri, your Gideons, your 2 Gideons here. The Braids, the Helixes, the Angers, the Wraths, Chalice, stuff like that. And then, the sideboard, you have your Chandras, your Disenchants, your Defense Grid, Sorcerer Spyglass, Rest in Peace, Rule of Law, which I think is it's a cool card. And your Ley Lines. So, I think this is a neat deck. I think this is one of the other ones that I'm going to try out on stream and see how it goes. I just think it's a really cool deck. Definitely a lockout deck. And something that I don't normally play, but something that piques my interest, and that's the thing with being under this quarantine right now and social distancing and all that, and we can't play Paper Magic, but I like the opportunity to do this on MTGO and play these different decks that I would not normally play. And I think that's where I'm kind of liking this, that I can play and tweak and see how this matches up against this and what my strength and weaknesses are with the deck. And just kind of play around with it. And I think that's what I like right now. I'm definitely going to have to try and dust off this guy and see what I could do with it. This Rhythm Stompy deck that I played for a little while. I just like it. I think it's just so much fun. And with the Colonian Hydra, and then you got your Titan, your Infernos, and your Deus of Calamity and your Trackers and all that. I just think it's a fun deck. I've always liked it. I'm gonna have to dust that off and see what I can do to upgrade, or maybe put in Klothys in there. Kind of do a little bit different, more hard ramp into those bigger creatures and see what I can do. Did it still have? Oh, it did have. Oh yeah. So yeah, Rhythm of the Stomp or Rhythm of the Wild. So I think this is just a fun deck. It's just a fun deck that I enjoy playing, and But anyway, let's see. Still got 10 matches going. All right. Alright, so other than that, I don't really have much. Sitting here listening to music and doing stuff. So let's see. Let's look over on Goldfish here. Let's just see what the metagame looks like. Ooh, Jeskai Fires. Okay, that's neat for modern or for standard. Let's look at modern. All right. Burn is, burn, so it's at the top of the heap again. John's still up there. I mean, 47 decks. So, let's look at the Nyla Zuwak here. The latest one that went 5-0 is this one, which, of course, is playing Loris. So, Goblin Guide, Hex Drinker, Nervous, Tarmogoyf, blah, 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 blah. Yep, 4 baubles. Okay. I could see it. Let's look at my baby here. Alright, so let's look at the latest gen list. And see, this one I'm not 100% sure I'm in agreement with. There's a lot going on in this deck. They went down to 1 Kroxa. Maybe because of so much of graveyard hate right now. Maybe. I don't know. Scavenging Oozes has Clothes in the main board, and I think I was trying to mirror what this is doing in the deck that I'm playing today, but I injected a Seasoned Pyromancer in there. This list definitely went the other way and went down a Ren, or kept Ren the same but went down a Lily to put Ashiok in. That's an idea, 2 Fatals, 4 Kozileks, 4 Lightning Bolts, 3 Thoughtseize, and then a 1 of Pulse, K-Command, Assassin Trophy, and Abrupt Decay. So, that's definitely interesting. Their sideboard is kind of all over the place. Grafdigger's Cage, Spellbomb, 1 Grafdigger's Cage, 1 Spellbomb, 2 Brutalities, 2 Dampening Spheres, 1 Anger, 1 Ashiok, Choke, Finks, 1 Pillage, 2 Plagues, a Tireless Tracker, and a Kalitas. I don't know. I might have to try this out. I might have to try this deck out and see how it runs. It's definitely a couple tweaks here and there is definitely something interesting. So something I'd like to check out and try. But we'll, all right. Let's see here. This red-green mid-range is very interesting also. Let's look at the latest one. Yeah, this is definitely an interesting deck. It's mid-range deck, so elves, birds, crushers, 3 Clothis, 3 Seasoned Pyromancer, 4 Bloodblades, 2 Glorybringers, and a Stormbreath Dragon. Okay. 2 Sandras, Bolts, Pillages. It's definitely an interesting 4 Blood Moons in the main. Okay. I think I played against when I was testing my Jund deck. I played against this last night or the other day, and they got Clothis out. They just hurt. They just hurt me bad. Hurt me bad. So, but yeah, definitely. It's a big percentage of the meta right now. 101 decks. Then of course you got your Bant Snowblade. You got your Dredge. Humans looks like it's making a comeback. I think it's. Ooh, what's that? I don't think I've seen that one yet. Is that a companion they're using? Okay, so let's look at this. So, no card in your starting deck has more than one of the same mana cost in its mana symbol in its mana cost. And then you could tap this to add to mana can't be paid to play generic mana. Okay. That's interesting. It's an interesting take on it. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. I've seen a lot of them playing this general, human general. Um, yeah, I've seen a lot of them playing this. So, and it looks like a normal humans deck. Um, humans has always intrigued me. I do have a lot of. I don't have the champions. I don't have the noble hierarchs, but I have all the lands because 5-color elementals. So, the ancient ziggurats, the caverns, the horizons, and we got a gemstone mine, silent clearing. I think I have that maybe. Unclaim, Grove. So, definitely, I wouldn't mind building this in paper. Kind of one of those other tribal decks that is neat to play. I think this is more of a traditional Jund deck. You know, Phantasmal Image. Okay. I don't think that one had Mantis Rider in it. Oh, it did. Okay, there's Mantis Rider. All right. I mean, this is interesting. Yeah. Oh, this one does have Phantasmal Image. Okay. Yeah, I guess it makes sense in this deck. It probably works very, very well. So I've played against Ad Nauseam a few times now, and I just can't wrap. Maybe I gotta see somebody do a deck tech on it or something like that. But it's definitely a deck that I have a hard time with because I don't understand it. Let's see what the Loris Jund decks look like right now. Let's look at the latest one from Avocado Toast. Alright, one Dark Confidant, 2 Kroxa, 2 Scavengers, 4 Glyphs, 3 6 Ren and 6, 3 Fatals, 3 Kozilek, or 4 Kozilek, 3 Lightning Bolts, blah 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 blah. Okay. 1 Seal of Fire. Okay. 24 lands. See, a lot of the ones I've been seeing are running like 21, 20, 21, 22 at the most. So this one running a couple more lands is interesting. 2 Raging Ravines. I haven't seen those played in any of the other ones that I've seen. Explosive, now Spell Bombs, blah blah blah. A lot more are running Weather the Storm. We noticed that, and then you got your Loris, you got your Pillage, and your Boil. Okay. I mean, it's interesting. I played it the other day, and in a league, and I was not impressed, to say the least. Maybe because I really like traditional Jund, so maybe I just wasn't impressed by it. Got your Slivers. Yeah. So, I haven't really looked at Pioneer. Let's see what's in Pioneer right now. Alright, so Pioneer, I know Charles was saying he's been playing this in Inverter. Sultai Delirium, Mono Green, Lotus Breach, and Spirits, Gruul Stompy. I don't know, if I was to get into Pioneer, I'd probably end up playing something like this. Alright, so Elvish Mystics, Llanowar, Bone Crusher, Gruul Spellbreaker, Klothys, Leftstruck Beast, Ronus, Blood Rush, discard target creature. Titan creature gets +3/+2 until end of turn. That's good. Steel Leaf. Okay. Domri. Crater's Claw deals X damage to target creature or player. Deals creature or player if you control the creature. Okay. 2 Great Henge. Now see, if I was going to get into Pioneer, I'd probably end up playing something like this. Just because it's neat. You know, and I want to play something aggro. I want to look at this real quick. So this is the companion for this. Your starting deck contains only cards with odd converted mana costs and lands. The source you control with the odd converted mana cost would deal damage to a permanent or player. It deals double that damage to that permanent or player instead. Ouch. And it's got a big old butt on it. A 5? Wow. I might have to make a Pioneer deck and do this. So I think it's cool. I think it's neat. I would definitely play this. Yeah, I would definitely play this. I think it's cool. Let's see how much we got left here. Alright, we got 2 left. I'm going to just going to step away for a minute here and sorry. I'm going to turn off the webcam for a second. I got to check something since my webcam is also my phone. So, give me a couple minutes. Alright. Sorry, I had to send a couple text messages. I might have just end up switching this out for the next stream. So I have my old iPhone here. I might just end up turning it into my webcam. Because I had my company switch my personal number over to them, so they're paying the bill now. And yeah, I might just end up doing that for the next stream. Just turn that into a strictly webcam because I'm not using it. And it's almost it's like the same. I would just need to download the app for it and set it up again. Other than that, so same rules still apply. If I end up scrubbing out of end up getting stomped on this one, then I will 109. I need to make it in the top 64 to get any sort of prize support. So I'll hang in there. I mean, top 64 right now is 3-2. So let's see what happens. All right, start round 6. Yes, I would like to play first. Yeah, I'm here. Alright, so let's see here. So, no turn 1 play. I do have this. I mean, I'm going to keep it. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a turn 1 play, though. And I'm going to have to get stuff into the graveyard to grow my Goyf, but it's not a bad hand. I need a 3rd land so I can play my Lily. What is this? What is this? what is this crap that I'm playing against? Oh wait. Oh, there's Loris. That Joker. Alright, so this should be fun. Alright. I think I'm gonna end up getting... Yeah, I'm gonna get an Overgrown Tomb here. There's a Pulse. I mean, my Goyf is already a 3/4, so I think I'm just going to run him out. I know what this is. This is the, what do you call it? Oh. Cool. Cast a non-creature spell. Oh, that's gross. Okay. So that's gonna grow. Yep. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yeah, I'm ready for anything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of that stupid thing right away, because that can grow out of hand very fast. Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. Bye, dragon. Okay, now my Goyf's a 5/6. Damn you, Jason. mean, it was either there or. Oh, okay. I think they're. Are they stuck on 2 lands? It looks like they're stuck on. Oh no, there's another land. Well, there's Loris. It's probably bringing back that. Oh, bringing back the bobble. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, the nice part about it is now is either I can Maelstrom Pulse their. I mean, I'm going to drop Lily. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to drop Lily because I have a spare one in my hand. So. Or they could do that. Cool. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I mean, get in with the Goyf. And either they block or they take 5. And I mean, so they're gonna get back this dragon. They're gonna attack. They're gonna gain 3 back because Loris has lifelink. So they're gonna Inquisition me. They're gonna take my Lily or the Pulse or the K-Command. I don't know. They'll take whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Wow, they took the K-Command. And I can always pulse it. Yeah, I mean, depending on what they were going to take, you know. Yeah, they're going to gain 3 back here. So I got my land. Now, I mean, do I Lily or do I Bloodbraid? That's the question here. I don't know. I want to say Lily, but then I could hit like a lightning bolt or yeah, I think I'm just gonna go Lily and do that. If they have an answer, they have an answer. You know, nothing I can do about it. And there's their answer. Yep, mana leak. I mean, I'm still going to get them down if I just keep attacking in, you know. Yeah. I don't know why they haven't tried to get the dragon back yet. That's what I'm not getting. If they got the dragon back, then I mean that's I don't know why they would do that. Okay, there's an opt. take the Maelstrom Pulse. That's all I got left. They're not taking the Blood Braid. So, I guess I know what I'm doing next turn. I'm Blood Braiding. Unless I draw something just gas. Why you gotta do me like that, Lily? Alright, I'm just gonna run. Maybe I'll hit something off the Cascade. Sure. Yeah. Either way, I was going to get something out of their hand, and then I could attack in, and then we were good. Alright, so... I don't know. This is a tough one. I'm thinking Dampening Sphere. Brutalities, you think? I like Dampening Sphere because it can only play one, you know, unless they pay for it, they can only play one. I mean, I don't mind playing one thing a turn, because then it grindy wise, I can grind them out. But I do like Ashiok in here, just because I can get rid of the crap in there. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Get rid of the Hunt Master. I do like having the second Ashiok because then I can hit it and I can get rid of their graveyard. You know, and they can't keep recurring the shit. Or maybe I don't play the Dampening Spheres. Just the extra Ashiok and the Brutalities. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe a Spellbound, because I have a Spellbound. Maybe dump that in. Get that out. Alright, so I gotta cut 3. I don't know. Really? You think dump both Ashioks? So if I take both Ashioks, just keep it simple like that. Okay, I'll try it. I mean, I'm already up on a game, so I mean, if I lose this one, there's always game 3, so. Man, really? There's a delay? I don't know. Ooh, now that's a hand. I mean, I could seriously mess up their day with this thing. But I got 3 Inquisitions, a Thoughtseize, a Push, and a Blood Braid. Oh, God. Jeez, it's not any better. I mean, you could Thoughtseize him and go from there. Hey, Time Traveler Nate. Welcome aboard. How you doing? Well, yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that one. I think I'm going to keep this. I'm going to bottom the other Lily. And... Time Traveler Nate. Did you see my post in the Jun channel on the Facebook page? Get rid of their Snapcaster. I don't like that guy. No, I was talking about the. I was talking Time Traveler Nate. I was talking about on the. Went through. Oh, oh, just a random Jund. All right. Well, welcome aboard, man. Good to have you, and so let's see here. I can jam in a Goif, but they do have. No, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cycle this guy. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to run out the Goif because they have a push. Yeah, I'm not going to run out the Goif because they have a push. So I'm just going to go ahead and cycle the land and move to the next turn. I mean, you know, Time Traveler Nate, I always thought Jund was way out of my price range, which it is for like 90% of the people, but I mean, it's if you like a grindy, oh, they're stuck on one land. Oh, this could not get any better. All right, I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna fetch a basic, and I mean they're hurt right now, so I'm just gonna start destroying their hand. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cycle that peat land. I'm gonna get rid of it. Nice. Got rid of the Archmage's Charm. I still want that push to go away. Yeah, I mean, realistically, the total cost and the things that are really expensive are the Wrens, the Lilies, and the Goifs, and the land. So pretty much the entire deck is expensive. All right, never mind. Yeah. So I mean, the entire deck's expensive, you know, and you can't play Jund without having. Yeah, I mean, there you go. That's good also. All right, so yeah, I think now is the time to jump out my Goif here. And the only bad part is I have this bad feeling I'm running it into a push, which sucks. Spell Snare? All right. Well, I know I'm running it into a push, but yeah, but then the next, you're right, the next one I can go ahead and do the Blood Braid. So, you know, it kind of is what it is at this point. But yeah, true. I don't have any blockers because it's flying. Okay. Well, there goes my Lily, but yeah. You're right, Time Traveler Nate. I hope another Ravine. All right, well, let's go with the Blood Braid. Let's spin the wheel, folks. Let's get rid of that guy. I know they still have a push in there. And this is probably where they push. mean, at least I emptied their hand, you know. I can't take the Laris because the Laris is still technically in their sideboard, so I can't take it. But I mean, their hand is empty now, so and I guess that's the bad part about having, you know, Loris, is that it what do you call it? The bad part about this whole Loris thing is, yeah, oh yeah, Time Traveler Nate, yeah, that's why I like it, because it's like you said, you're definitely in the driver's seat here. You're definitely, you know, our top deck battle, Jund usually does better. So, but that stupid dragon is getting out of hand right now. Because now they're going to keep reusing the bauble, and they're just going to keep getting that sucker bigger and bigger and bigger. So hopefully I draw another land. Cool. Alright, so... Oh, alright, cool, Charles. Alright, so I think I'm... yeah, I know I'm in trouble, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do this. I mean, if they want to trade, I'll trade, you know. Yeah, I'll trade that all day, you know. Plus, I got another Raging Ravine, so I can get that sucker. Oh, he's gonna get back his. Oh, this is why Laris is so annoying. Okay. I need something bigger. I need a Lily. I need a bolt, a push. You know, something that I can get the stupid Laris off the table and just get rid of it. Yep, there's that sprite back. Okay. Luckily, though, it's only a 1/1, so Laris is going to come in. Hey, there's a K command. So, guess what I'm getting rid of? Alright, I'm going to hit them and do that. Okay. Yeah, you know, I didn't even think about that. But I got a Fatal Push out of their hand. So, I mean, you know, I'm keeping them down on resources, which is nice. You know, really like to hit a Croxer right now. Yeah, I mean, Time Traveler Nate, you got a point. You know, I could have brought back the Goyf, but I mean, yeah, definitely hitting him with the Ravine next. So, I'm keeping him down on resources, which is nice. And then No, I don't have an elf in the yard. I don't. I have a Goyf and a Lily and a Raging Ravine. So I think I'm just gonna run out the Raging Ravine here and swing with the team. Man, drowning the locks. Whew. Wow, that sucks. Hey, maybe I should have Inquisitioned him first. Alright, well, I'm fine with that. Alright, now it's literally a top deck war. Let's see what we can top deck here. If I can top deck a Kroxa, I'm good. And that's not a Kroxa. Yeah, I mean the top deck was just there. Let's see what else I got. Okay. Why? I don't understand. Why did they just use the force negation to get rid of my? That was weird. And tell me if I'm wrong, but that seemed weird. That they use a force negation on the only card in their hand to counter my. Now I'm flooding out, which is awesome, by the way. No. Because they suck. Delver. Cool. Alright, cool. Whew. Alright, so I can play my Klothys, which I like, and I can slowly grind them out. If they don't have anything. Damn. They had something. Okay. That was weird. Again. He saw I had 3 mana up. I was gonna go get it. That's weird. I don't know. Alright, well. Could use a bolt to get rid of this stupid thing. I could have forgotten the fetch. You're right. I could have, but hey, Time Traveler Nate, would appreciate it if you want to follow my Twitch channel. You know, thank you very much. Alright, give me something good here. Give me something good. Yeah. I'm gonna eat. Yeah. Now I just need something to get them with. When you grow up, Charles? All right. I want to be a real boy. They are digging deep right now, folks. They are digging deep. Oh, oh. There's his buddy. I just need something to kill him now. So Time Traveler Nate, I'm very new to streaming, to say the least. So, yeah, I do. I have been streaming Jund, but I like to play a whole bunch of different types of decks. So, tribal. I have an Elementals tribal deck with the new companion. That I've been kind of itching to try. But Jund I have it built in paper, and I really like it. And so yeah, I stream Jund, but I'll stream just about anything. If there's a list that you want me to try, yes, I'm a dirty elf player too. That's why I said tribal. So, but I mean, the only things I really don't enjoy playing are like, really? Well, like traditional Jund player, right? Because everybody is nice. Oh, the stars are aligning. Let's eat Loris. Bye, Loris. So what I'm going to do is, and if they got a counter, they got a counter. I mean, nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I mean, right now everybody is on the what do you call it? The Loris Jund. They're on the Loris Jund kick, so I mean, it's, yeah, you're right. I guess this is difficult with having to interact with chat and then also play a game. It's if I wasn't watching chat and then doing this, okay. Well, they're gonna hit me for 4, but then in 2 turns I eat them out. So yeah, that didn't sound right. Oh, maybe it's not going to happen, folks. Maybe it's not going to happen. Man, I get hit for 6. I literally need a bolt to win. Never didn't have it. Unless they have a stupid Serum Visions. I think I'm going to hold on to the K command here, and I'm going to let them do what they want to do, and then, yeah. I'm going to hold on to the K command here, and I'm going to go ahead and... No, what I mean is I'm going to hold on to the K command. Yes, I got it. But I also want them to tap out because they got something. True. Alright, well, fuck it. It is what it is, right? Let's see what happens. I mean, they got it, you know? Then we go to game 3. Time Traveler Nate, you're completely right. I mean, I gave him a draw to find something, so unfortunately, I mean... Hey! Hey, we did it! Yay! Alright. Well, that was fun. Thanks, Charles. Well, I'm 3-3. I mean... I guess I stay in it. I don't know, you know. We'll see. So I'm up to 5 viewers right now. So I know 3: Time Traveler Nate, Charles, and Jason. For the other people that have jumped on, you know, welcome. I'm just finished round 6 of a modern challenge on MTGO. I'm playing traditional Jund, not Loris Jund. So if you're new to the channel, please be really appreciated if you smash that follow button. Like I was telling Time Traveler Nate not too long ago, I play a little bit of everything. I'm not a control player, unfortunately. I mean, if that's where you're coming by to take a look at, unfortunately, I don't play control. Mostly, it'll be Jund, because I have Jund built in paper, and I love Jund. I think it's a great deck. Welcome to the party, pal! Oh, welcome back, Tony. But yeah, I was telling Time Traveler Nate, you know, that you know, I play Jund. I think the next stream I'm gonna do next week, if I, yeah, we used to work together in the same building. Yeah, we used to work together. He worked for a subcontractor of my company, but yeah, we worked in the same building together, and then that's how we met, and then saw him over at Final Round, and we used to play, used to play, you know. Oh, yeah, I got time. Yeah, thank you, Tony. Or thank you, Time Traveler Nate. That is not it. Alright, so this is... Hang on a second. Let me... Nope, that's not it either. Jeez. Okay, here we go. So this is the deck list as it stands right now. I don't know, Charles, if you know him. Maybe if Tony's been out to Xynergy, I'm not 100% sure. But to answer Time Traveler Nate's question, here's the deck list. So this is a normal Jund package right here, as far as lands. You see some people go down to 23. I've seen some people go up to 25. I think 25 is a little bit too much. I do like having the Barrenmore in here. Then some people run 2 Nurturing Peatlands. I have 1 Nurturing Peatland, and as you saw, I have 2 Raging Ravines. So it's to answer your question, Time Traveler Nate. It's definitely made a comeback in Loris Jund, big time, without a question. I haven't seen. I've seen a couple decks play without it in the Loris Jund build, but I don't think so. It doesn't serve a purpose. But I think I was talking to somebody earlier about, I think I would, the adjustments I want to make are going to be, this is going to end up being more of a traditional Jund list as far as the main board is concerned. So I think I'm going to dump, where'd that go? I think I'm going to dump the Seasoned Pyromancer. Just haven't found that it, yes, the card draw is great, but I've run into a couple situations now where it kind of hurt me, So I think I'm going to dump that. I'm going to put, where's my Klothys? Oh, there's Klothys. So, yeah, and that's the other thing. So this is just something I'm trying. I tried it out, and I definitely feel the 3rd Renin 6 is a big boost in this deck. So the Seasoned Pyromancer is going to go. I'm going to put back a 3rd Renin 6. I'm definitely going to put Klothys to the sideboard, and probably Ashiok, maybe. But so if I pull this up, so this is what I kind of redid. So I haven't transferred it over to MGGO yet, but I like the 2 Croxes. I think are great. I've tried a 3rd before, and I just think it was too much. I like Skoos in this meta now, where I think Klothys in the main board is a little too slow, but if I can get out, enough lands, I can start eating, have Ooze do its thing and start getting rid of some of their stuff. Their Loris, the stuff they're going to try to recur back. The Tarmogoyfs, again, a staple. And if you see in this one, I'm only running 3 Bloodbraids because I actually have a Huntmaster of the Fell in the main deck. And the Huntmaster is going to go back to the side deck, or back to the, back over here. So, but then go back up to 4 Bloodbraids. I think this guy is going to go back to the side. Yep. Go back up here. And so this is my conundrum right now, is if I run it like this, I like all of this stuff in the sideboard. Klothys, Plague Engineers, the Huntmasters, the Kalitas, the Ashioks, You think, Jason? See you in a minute, Time Traveler Nate. I mean, 2 Klothys and 2 Ashioks. I really like Kalitas and the Huntmaster, though. I really like them. But I can see your point. I can definitely see your point, because Klothys will Jund them out over time. So, but this means more that I'm leaning more towards green and a less. I'm leaning more towards a red-black instead of a splash green, and more towards more towards a green build because I'm putting in oozes and I don't know. I really like Kalitas. I really like Kalitas because for those decks, those go wide decks that have a ton of creatures and stuff like that, and I can get rid of them. As I get rid of them, freaking Kalitas can just make me a crap ton of zombies. As I do it. So I like that. Maybe for right now, I drop the Huntmaster. Do it that way. Yeah. I put per your request, Jason. I put 2 Weather the Storms in here. So I got 2 Weather the Storms. I got 1 Klothys, 2 Plagues, a Kalitas, 2 Ashiok, 2 Brutalities, 2 Weather the Storms, 2 Pillage, 2 Boil, and a Choke. So I think this is what I'm going to go with now as far as a Jund build. But again, like you were saying, Jason, you just got to play test it. And that's... I actually had 1 in the main, and I took it out and dropped it back into the sideboard. Just because I like the removal package here. The 2 Fatals, the 3 Lightning Bolts, the Abrupt Decay, the Assassin's Trophy, the K Command, and the Maelstrom Pulse. I like that spell package, and then the creature package. Kind of can't go wrong with it. It's a traditional Jund package, and so I think the sideboard is where I think if I leave the main board the way it is, and then rework the sideboard as I need it, and like you said, play test it. I think it'll end up being pretty good. Like I was telling Time Traveler Nate a little bit ago that I've seen a lot of people that play Jund jump on this Loris Jund bandwagon, and don't get me wrong, I tried it for a league. I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan at all. I didn't think it. I think it's neat. It's definitely neat. But if you have some graveyard hate in there, and you have ways to get rid of the only copy of Loris that they have, it kind of falls apart. Except for the people that are running the Loris Prowess burn decks. So they don't have to change a lot. It does, and it does. It really does become a little bit more... yeah. So, I mean, lilies are gone. Your blood braids are gone. But a lot of the shell of the traditional Jund deck is still there. So, I mean, yeah. But, like I was saying, the getting rid of those cards... Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, lilies are worth their weight in gold, as the paper card prices say. There's something to be said about having those. So, but yeah, I mean, when you can cascade a Bloodbraid and into a lily, come on, that's your 2-for-1 right there all day. 2 for 3, because then you can sacrifice, do uptick or downtick lily any way you want, and you're good, So, I think once the metagame straightens itself out, I think the Loris decks are gonna, if the card doesn't get outright banned, which I highly doubt it will. Unfortunately, I think Mistress Bauble is going to get banned before that, because that's what Loris is abusing, is Mistress Bauble, and if I haven't seen Wizards yet ban a card that has not yet even gotten to paper. It's only in digital right now, and I have this feeling that they're going to do like they did with Hogak, like they did with Urza, like they did with Oko, they're gonna ban the thing that is feeding it, you know, which I just I hate to see that. I hate to see that because it's. Did you fall asleep, old man? So, I think this next round is going to be my last. I know I'm not getting anywhere into prize support, and this is more of. Oh, I do too, man. I miss F&M so much right now. I really do. You know, I have to sit here and look at my family all day. And no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No. Yeah, but I do miss F&M. I do miss seeing everybody. You know, just joking and having a good time and playing some Magic. I miss that. I miss playing Paper Magic right now, and but hopefully on the other side of this whole mess, you know, we as a people come out a little bit stronger, and I hope that's the case. I really do. But that's kind of all I'm going to say about that. So, got 2 matches left. Wait for 2 jokers to finish up. I'm 4-3 right now, so it's not bad. You know, it's not bad. We'll see what round 7 holds. You know, I don't even know how many rounds we're gonna do. To tell you the truth, I would want to think 8. But you know, we'll see what happens. So what do you folks want to talk about? We got time? Sure. The crickets are strong here. I mean, maybe I can sneak into the top 64. I highly doubt it, though. Because top 64 is right here. And they're working on, you know, probably 4-2 record. And I'm working on a 4-3 record. So, I mean, I could sneak in the top 64. I don't know. What are the prizes even for this? So, 150 play points. That's not bad. You know, 33rd through 64 is 150 play points, so that's not bad. Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm talking to the people that I usually play against on F&M, and I'm having fun. I get to, it's not like sitting across from you and joking and having a good time, but, you know, this is, I guess, as close as we can get right now. So I'll take it. Any way I can take that, I will. So, but yeah. And you know, and on top of it, Jason, you know, I'm finding out where the strengths and weaknesses are of my deck, and doing that is I think is worth its weight. Just because I can sit here and, you know, I already know what changes I'm going to make to Jund after playing it, and round 7. Let's see. Ooh. I guess I'm up to 85th, maybe. Wait, I thought I was 4-3. No, am I 3-3? Yeah, after 6 rounds, I'm 3-3. Okay, so I'm 3-3. Oops, I can't count. So I guess I clawed my way back a little bit. Top 64 is also 3-3. Maybe I can sneak in the top 64. I mean, I have a 3-3 record right now, so you know, maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, exactly, Charles. I might sneak into the top 64. I don't know. I mean, if I do, at least I get my money back. You know, 150 play points. So that's nice. Yeah, I mean, I think Jason said earlier that, you know, I think I just gotta win out the I gotta win out the rest of them. So 7 and 8. I think we're going to 8 rounds, with a cut to the top 8. So let's see what happens. I'm being optimistic. Yes, I will play first again. Maybe my opponent won't show up again. Aw. Alright, so let's see. I got a Raging Ravine. I got this. I got an Inquisition. And Croxon 2. I just got a fetch for probably a Blood Crypt. And then I can Inquisition and then Croxa. I think I can do it that way. I think I'm going to keep it, especially not knowing what the other opponent has. So, yeah, just do it that way. Hey, look, there's our old friend Loris. Ooh. So I'm playing against the freaking oh yeah. I'm playing against the Loris Jund deck. So this should be interesting. I'm gonna go ahead. This might sound weird, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of their Unearth. I'm going to get rid of their Unearth. Because then they can't recur things. So, I know it seems weird, but I've been burned by Unearth a few times. Playing against these decks. And, yeah. So, that's all I got to say about that. Alright. Burn in this. I can already tell this is going to be a slogfest. This is going to be rough. The bad part about it is that I am fueling their 2 Tarmogoyfs they have in their hand. I'm fueling them big time. So I put a sorcery, I put now a creature and a land in there, and I'm giving them more fuel for the fire. And depending on what they get rid of here, you know. Okay, so they got rid of a Nurturing Peatland. Alright. Pass the turn. Tarmogoyf. Yep, 3/4 Tarmogoyf. Alright. I mean, it is what it is. And I drew another land. I mean, I could snap off a K command, or I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn. I'm going to let them attack with... Could really use a couple pushes right now. Because I know what they have. So... I mean, I'm giving them more lands, and I'm thinning out their deck a little bit. That's why you got the big brain, Charles. That's why you got the big brain. And there's that guy. Yeah. Now, see, they're playing Bob. I can get rid of Bob. Let's go. Now I'm flooding out. Of course. Of course, now I'm flooding out. Alright. I'm gonna play my Raging Ravine tapped. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna snap this off right now, Charles, and I'm just gonna do K command. I'm gonna get back the Kroxa. Return the Kroxa, and I'm gonna get rid of their Bob. And I'll do it like that. I mean, the bad part is they can now get Laras out, and that's... Oh, there's Ren. Okay. Alright, so this is the Grim Flare one. It's an interesting one. There's nothing I can do about that. Take it forward here. Not a land. Alright, well there's a Bloodbraid, so that's cool. Alright, I'm gonna snap off the Bloodbraid here and see what happens. Thank you. I'm just gonna pass. Assassin's Trophy? What are they doing? Abrupt Decay? Assassin's Trophy. Okay. Yeah. Nice. I will definitely check those out, Charles. Definitely. Alright, well there's their Kroxa. Okay. I'm going to get beat up here a little bit, but Inquisition doesn't help me. Alright. I'm going to escape my Kroxa. It leaves me vulnerable to a Fatal Push, an Abrupt Decay, crap like that. So, true, has to draw it. But I mean, they're... here comes Loris. Maybe not. What the hell do they have? Oh, they're Kroxa. Okay. Whatever. Ooh, no, they took my Inquisition. Alright. Yeah, they just got all the answers right now. It's not bad. I will take that. I'm gonna have to go with Lily here. Next game. Yeah, I mean, it might end up coming to that, but I'm surprised they haven't played Loris yet. Yeah, I mean... yeah, they got me. Yeah. Okay, Jason, you're right. Alright. Let's see here. Jeez, I don't even know what to bring in. I mean, I could bring in the Graveyard Hate, Yeah. I think the Graveyard Hate is going to be my best bet here. What do you guys think of Kalitas? Yeah, definitely bringing in the Spellbomb. What do you think about Kalitas? Oh, let me... Better? Yeah, I mean... I think if I go down a season, I'm not a fan of Huntmaster being in this. Yeah. I also like Clothis being in here. Yeah, yeah. I need to make one more cut, and I'm thinking of Thoughtseize. What do you guys think? I need to make one more cut. Help me out, backup team. I don't know, and that's I'm thinking Thoughtseize, or maybe even just a Bolt. But a Bolt can get out, you know, can win me a game, or can get rid of something small. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean the pulse. All right, we'll do that. Yes, I would like to pay first. Okay, well, I mean, it's too late now. I can't get the. I can get the rent out. Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of top end, but I can get the rent out. Then I can, if I don't get another land, I can keep going. So, like, yeah, I think you're right. I'll just go with this. I don't have any of my sideboard cards, which sucks, but you know, kind of is what it is at this point. I don't want to go into the tank and get screwed. Thoughtseize or Inquisition? Called it. There goes my Wrenn. Screwed that up. There's a punt, folks. Yeah. I'll just run out of Goyf. Yeah. Just run out of Goyf. See if they have the push. I'll make them have it. No worries, Time Traveler Nate. Thank you for coming back. I'm about to get wrecked by Loris Jund, so, you know, that's a thing. I lost game 1, in game 2 right now, so, unfortunately. I'm not hitting my land drops, which sucks ass right now. But I have a 5/6 Goyf, which is nice. So, again, I'm gonna make them have it. I'm gonna make them have the push. Have their own Goyf. I can abrupt decay that. No, I can't. Damn it. Land. It's a land. Alright, well. This hurts. Yay, we got land, folks. Oh. I forgot they played Veil of Summer. Oh, that sucks. That hurts. Forgot they played Veil of Summer. I bet you any amount of money if I go to block, they have the push. Charles. They have something. They have all the mana up. They have to have something. Or I hope I draw my third or fourth land and I can Bloodbraid. All right. Yeah. Bolt. Knew they had it. Yeah, but of course they had it. You know, they had the bolt. So that's nice. I think I know which version of Lars John they're running. You know. It is what it is. Yeah, there's Dark Confidant. Yeah. I am far behind right now. Far behind. Which sucks. Land. I mean, that's a start. It's a start. I can Ashiok. Make their Goyf nice and small. Tell me they have the other Veil. Well, a small-ish Goyf. It is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna get beat up now. Yeah, there's Kroxa. I think I'm gonna get rid of a Bloodbraid. I need that land. Yeah. Okay. I guess they went after Ashiok, so that's cool. Really need a land. There's Loris. Bet you they're going to bring back Kroxa next turn. Damn. I guess I got a trophy. I don't know. I think this is not going to happen, folks. Oh, there's my land. I don't want to take any more damage. Alright, well, screw it. Let's see what I get. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I trophy it. I'm still gonna take 7. At least now I have something. I mean, hopefully, and they're hurting themselves too, which I'm okay with. Yeah, but here comes Croxa. Yeah. Yeah. And they're going to empty my hand. And then there goes Croxa again. Nice thing is they're missing a red, so they can't escape Croxa yet, but they can just keep bringing it back. Just gonna double block this. I don't think we're getting out of this one, folks. So. Nice if I could draw a bolt or something, and all right, there's red. Probably gonna ping my Goyf now. Yep. A bolt. Just what I needed. Bye, Loris. I'm gonna cycle this peatland. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Time Traveler Nate. No, I mean, no, you had the right idea, and I certainly not going to discount that. But yeah, I mean, you're right. If I didn't know what was coming up next, I'm just going to go ahead and yield the turn here. I mean, now I'm going to Inquisition, get rid of my bolt, and I don't have anything to get rid of it with. Yeah. There goes my bolt. The nice part about it is they're not going to attack in. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, and then they're going to ping my Bloodbraid again. Man. This deck just has all the answers. Oh yeah, they're gonna attack. They're gonna attack. Now the way is clear. They're gonna attack with. Yeah, I mean it's 2. It's not like they're hitting me for 10. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, if he keeps getting hit by the Bob's gonna hurt him more than anything. Yeah. That doesn't help. Maybe the Bob will kill him. I don't know. Seal of Fire. They're going to escape their Croxa now. Yep. Croxa. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a start, but they're going to draw a Croxa here. They're going to escape their Croxa. And I'm going to take 3. And then I'm going to need like a push. They're going to give me 2 more with the Bob. Yeah. There's Seal of Fire. So they're going to probably crack the Seal of Fire. And here comes the Bob. Okay. Yeah, they got rid of their. You called a Time Traveler, Nate. They were getting rid of their. They're gonna have to do it themselves. Come on. All right. Well, it's something. Now, what I need, Charles, is I need one more land. One more land, and I can get in with Raging Ravine. One more land. You know, I don't even have Kroxa in my graveyard. If I get a Kroxa, I need one more land or one more... I know you said that. I know. Alright, well, they gotta have it. I mean, I'm down to one. They gotta have it. They got it. Yep. They're gonna escape their Kroxa now. It's a good game, guys. It's a good game. It was a good game. Here comes Kroxa. Yeah, they were filling up their graveyard. Time Traveler Nate. Yeah, I would say on to the next one, but I'm out of it now. I mean, I'm 85th. I'm 3-4 now. I would need to win out my last two to even get into the top 64, just to get my money back. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, I know the limitations. I know the limitations of the deck, and so, unfortunately, I'm gonna go ahead and drop. So, it was fun. I had a good time. I'm gonna go back. I'll show the deck list again. So, I would not necessarily recommend running this deck list, just because, you know, you guys saw the limitations of it, right? It definitely it needed something more, and I think the changes I made in my over here, I think the changes I made here will serve me better with the list. Again, this is more of a traditional gen list minus the Bobs. So, but Bobs, Scavenging Ooze in place of the Bobs, and I think that's good for this meta right now. Definitely can get back. Can eat the stuff in the graveyard, and then also gain back life. I'm liking the way that the removal package is right now. You know, with the 1 Abrupt, the 2 Assassins, the K Command, the Maelstrom Pulse, the Fatal Push. You know, I think that's a healthy way. I'm not touching the lands at all. I think the lands are perfect the way they are. I think this is definitely a way to go. What I was talking about somebody earlier with was the sideboard is where I think I'm going to get the most value from. And I think the next time I jump on, it's going to be, I'm going to run it like this. Klothys in the side, Kalitas. I completely dropped the Huntmaster of the Fells. So, I like, you know, and I might just end up going and dropping the Klothys, or Kalitas here, just to see how they both work, you know. A friend of mine in the chat suggested Weather the Storm. I think it's a great idea. You know, the thing that this is very, very, not very, very, but this thing that is, you know, the big mana decks, which I think Ashiok definitely deals with, like Titan, but I'm talking more of like, you know, Tron, those decks. And yeah, this does the job, but not like Dampening Sphere. But I just can't see where to jam Dampening Sphere in here yet. So, but again, I went 3-4 before I dropped. But this is the deck list. You know, definitely gonna play Jund again here soon. I don't know, depending on work and stuff like that. But again, thank you for everybody that followed today. Charles, Jason, Time Traveler Nate. Definitely turn on those bells so you guys get notified when I do it again. And Charles, I will definitely we'll figure out how to host each other's stream. Each other's followers. So, are you talking about the Jund Facebook page? Yeah. Let me get that for you here real quick while we're thinking about it. So. All right, there you go, Time Traveler Nate. So that is a great. When I kind of stumbled upon that, it was an absolute. I learned a lot from the people in there. Also, if you're on Discord, I would recommend looking up. I can't seem to find it. So if you jump on, if you're on Reddit at all, Time Traveler Nate, jump on and thank you, Charles. Thank you so much. We'll hook up again and we'll host each other's streams and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely. Thank you again for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Got to pick your big brain there for a little bit on right moves and stuff. So again, appreciate it. Time Traveler Nate, definitely start with the modern Facebook page, and but if you're on Reddit, jump on to modern. I believe it's just, if I remember correctly. Time Traveler Nate, if you're really wanting to get into Jund, I would recommend Modern Magic. There you go. You know what? Let me do this right now. So. Link Discords. So yeah, if you're in, yeah, and they're usually pretty good about this. Yeah, they are a good group of people that I really like. Yep, here we go. So, and if you're on Discord, definitely jump on there. It's a whole bunch of modern. It's a whole bunch of. I'll show it to you real quick. So, it's definitely a lot of mid-range stuff. Modern mid-range, Pioneer, some Legacy, some Standard, off-topic stuff. I mostly stick to the Jund Modern page. So, again, a lot of good stuff in there. Certainly hit me up if you want to. If you have any questions about anything, hit me up if you ever need to. Just trying to find my. Jeez, got so many people on here. More towards the bottom. Anyway, yeah, just hit me up if you ever have any questions. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Wolf Spider 79. Definitely hit me up if you ever have any questions. More than happy to ask. I'm a newish Jund player also. I played in the SCG regionals, which was the last, I think, paper tournament before all this COVID stuff happened. And first time I ever played Jund, and I ended up in 43rd out of I think 120 something. So I borrowed a buddy of mine's Jund deck, and I fell in love with it. So, but yeah, certainly check it out if you're on MTGO. Hit me up. But again, thank you so much for stopping by and following. And until next time, thank you very much. And everybody, just be safe, and you all have a good rest of your day. Bye.